Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of We Heart Therapy. You're watching your guide to therapy and coaching, and I'm your host, Anabelle Bugatti. Today, we're talking about a very exciting topic, which is the difference between Eastern and Western psychology and how that's used in the therapeutic atmosphere. And as well, we're also going to talk about compassion-based awareness therapy. And we have special guest with us today. Her name is Laura Carr. She's a licensed marriage and family therapist in San Diego, California. And she's agreed to talk to us today about our special topic. Welcome, Laura. Thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you, Anabelle, for inviting me. I'm such a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. So, talk to our viewers a little bit about the difference between Eastern and Western psychology. What does that exactly mean?
You know, it's a really great question, and how I think about it. So, not saying that this would speak to everyone, but how I think about it is that traditional psychotherapy has the focus is really on things like family of origin issues, cognitive behavioral aspects, addictions, compulsions. The language is very problem-centered. Mm-hmm. And in Eastern philosophy, it's more you're looking at the process. And so it's about infusing whatever content that a person might be dealing with, approaching that content through compassion and through awareness. So in learning about that stuff, you begin to get some distance from it to free yourself up to be able to make more conscious choices versus unconscious.
So it sounds like Eastern psychology integrates more of the compassion and the mindfulness awareness aspect and is more process oriented, whereas Western psychology is a little more problem focused. Do I have that right?
Yeah, I mean, I would say mindfulness came from Buddhism, so it's that place of it's just another technique that can be used, and for me, it's my primary focus. But there are so many great pillars in Western psychology. Mm-hmm. This is just adding to it.
Excellent. Now, you mentioned that Eastern psychology uses a blend of compassion and awareness. Now, I know that you have sort of modeled a unique technique, a unique approach to therapy that you use, which is compassion-based awareness therapy. Can you help our viewers understand a little bit more in depth what that is?
Yeah, so compassion-based awareness therapy is truly about, there are really two focuses of it. So whenever you come to a compassion-based awareness therapist, what they're looking to do with you is assist you in increasing your own self-awareness. So the awareness of the self, the awareness of the processes going on within the person, as well as your relationship to all of the external things going on in your life. So relationships, work, family, money, sex, whatever the issue it is that you're dealing with. And this is all done through a lens of compassion. So there is no room for any self-hating conversations at all, because growth can't happen when there is internal beatings going on.
Right. That's so important. It's so important. And I know that's something that a lot of our viewers struggle with. Now, is there a type of personality or a type of problem that would not be a good fit for compassion-based awareness therapy? Maybe like childhood trauma or sexual abuse or anything like that, or can it cover everything?
You know, there might be something that I'm missing. So for me, I wouldn't say I specialize in any specific content, because I do truly believe that this approach can really embrace and attend to any content. But what one must have is they must have a willingness, that in and of itself, right? And then they must have a willingness to be introspective. They must have a willingness to and desire to be curious, and to receive feedback. Because the other piece around this approach is there is a belief in everybody's adequacy, that we're all adequate to our life, and that we all have internally whatever we need to be able to approach and be with what's in our lives. And so someone has to be willing to take personal responsibility for, to make the changes that are needed in their life to have the kind of life that they want.
That's so important. I like how you said that, somebody has to be willing to be curious and to be introspective. And And I know I've heard this from a lot of clients. They're surprised to hear that not everybody who comes to therapy is a customer for change. And, that comes out in what you said. It's not everybody who shows up. Sometimes they think, they're required, or they're just doing their due diligence by showing up. So they're not necessarily, or a lot of times they are looking for a therapist just to sort of tell them what they already think, just reaffirm their own belief or bias. So I like how you talked about that. It's important to have an open mind and be willing for feedback and really be curious about yourself and what's going on and be willing to be introspective. That's so important.
Well, to me, it's the only way to go, because the only person I can actually change is me. And so I have no control over what others do or say, or the circumstances of life or anything. So, but I do have a choice about how I respond, how I receive it, and what I do with it.
Yes, that's so wonderful. I really like how you said that. Now, so if our viewers maybe aren't in the San Diego area, or maybe they're in another state and they'd like to find somebody who can do some sort of compassion-based awareness therapy, or that uses the blend of Eastern and Western psychology, how would you recommend that they go about finding a therapist that uses those methods?
I would encourage them to do some type of Google search that included kind of mindfulness-based approaches, or awareness-based approaches, or even just Buddhist psychotherapist, and just see what comes up. And Psychology Today is a great kind of resource, and I know there are other websites that do that as well. So that would be my encouragement.
Excellent. Now, if somebody is in San Diego and they would like to come see you and work with you, how can they find you?
So they can go to the website. All the information is on the website, and that is www.cfmr. So C as in cat, F as in Frank, M as in Mary, R as in Robert, San Diego.com. And my number's on there, my email's on there. So yeah, you can find it all there.
cfmrsandiego.com. And your phone number and everything about you and your methods is on your website for our viewers to find.
It is. And I offer a free 20-minute consultation so people can kind of ask introductory questions, kind of get a feel for me to see if we'd be a good fit, because it's really important that they find a good fit, whether it's me or someone else.
Yes, excellent. And that's, the whole point of doing this series is so that our viewers can get a taste of what different kinds of therapy and therapists are like and about, and what it all means, and be a little more informed when they go shopping.
So powerful that you do things like this. So thank you so much for putting this together and putting it on, and supporting, people outside of, all over the place to be able to access this kind of information.
Well, you're welcome. And thank you so much for coming today to speak with us about your method of counseling and the blend of Eastern and Western psychology. It's definitely very unique, and it's just a wonderful thing that you do. So thank you again. And again, viewers, remember cfmrsandiego.com if you'd like to work with Laura Carr. Again, she's a licensed marriage and family therapist in San Diego, California. And if you're interested in checking us out, wehearttherapy.com. And make sure that if you like what you see here, subscribe to our channel and stay tuned, because there are more episodes on the way.